Stunned is the word we're talking about in Los Angeles. Let's talk about this hot story here, John, because this is really surprising. One bad year after all the good years with the Rams, and Sean McVay talking about leaving. This was a professional failure. This 5-12 season. His season-ending press conference on Monday wasn't so much about the team and the losses and the injuries that wrecked the franchise. It was almost like it was a therapy session. I was absolutely amazed. He's talking about lifestyle and hours and commitment and how he's responsible for so many people. It was really stunning because he wasn't talking football. He was talking about his own personal life and his inability to accept this. I wrote a column on my website about McVay, and I really like him, and I think he's one of the bright lights in the NFL. He's so bloody intense, and it's football 24/7, 365. And how does that impact his private life? And it goes on and on and on. I'll tell you a quick story. Two Chargers coaches, Marty Schottenheimer and Bobby Ross, told me a story. Marty said the NFL eats you up and then spits you out. This is a guy who had 200 career victories, the bulk of them in Kansas City, and then with the Chargers, really successful, not in postseason, but in regular season. And you get to the finish line, and you would look in his face, and it would be ashen white. It'd be as white as that wall over there at the end of the season because they were just exhausted, and the pressure they put on themselves was unbelievable. And do you know the guy that has the phone number for the 28-hour workday so I can call him so I can get 4 more hours? Because I know the other coaches are doing the same thing. Marty said it just tears you apart. Bobby Ross told me a story. After he had left the Chargers, he went to the Detroit Lions, and he was fixing the franchise around Barry Sanders. And they had a big game at midseason. I think it was Minnesota, and they beat the Vikings. And the Vikings were coached at that time by Dennis Green, and they were pretty successful. And everybody's enthusiastic. We're making all this progress under Coach Ross. Bobby got on the plane to fly back to Detroit. In 15 minutes after he got on the plane, he's fretting about how the hell am I going to start Brett Favre in Green Bay next week? No time to enjoy monstrous victory, a signature to your rebuilding process. No time to enjoy. You got 15 minutes to enjoy, and now you're worried about Brett Favre in Green Bay the next week. That's not a way to live life. So, and we all know the historical stories of Dick Vermeil and burnout. Sean McVay, hell of a guy, hell of a coach. I hate to think he would walk away after a 5-12 season because they're going to get everybody back healthy next season. And granted, they don't have any salary cap space, but healthy players with a year under their belt, with the younger, inexperienced guys, maybe get better. But I'm surprised he'd walk away.
Yeah. Have you seen his wife? I mean, she is gorgeous. So maybe there might be some family dynamics going on, not unlike Brady and Giselle. So maybe they're thinking of starting a family. Maybe she wants to have her husband around more. Hey, you take the TV gig, it's a lot lighter schedule. So there could be, something going on, back home that could be influencing him. And that's why he's having a therapy session in the press conference.
It was stunning.